you're going to have to bear with me because I've known these two people since they were very little. And when I first got involved in tennis, I did this tournament called the Bally's Cup. Some of you may remember it. I think Scott Schneider played in it. I know my boy Blaze was there. And I was working, I did the whole thing myself because there was no one to help. And this little kid who was like 5 years old would run up to me, and I was working on 3 hours sleep every day. He would run up to me with white hair. He looked like he was like from Lord of the Rings, like some magician from another realm. And he was like 5 years old, and he would just start yelling. He would just yell like, "Ah!" in a very positive, fun way, and then he'd run away. And I'd wait about 15, 20 minutes, and he'd come and do it again. So that night, I didn't get to bed till like 3 in the morning doing the draws, and I got to get up the next morning at 6 a.m. I'm barely awake, and I have dreams about this white-haired kid yelling in my face. And he was always at every event. His older sister, Tiffany Taveras, is now on a scholarship at University of Tennessee. And his family was always supportive. To this day, the older kids say, what happened to the days when we had Schlotzsky's? Every tournament would have free sandwiches for everybody because of their parents. And, you know, Ozzie's mom said something to me 5 years ago. She said, I don't really save a lot of money for myself. My diamonds and my rubies are my children. And that really hit me. I was like, that makes complete sense. A lot of people spend their money on themselves, on a new car or whatever. And the one thing I love about tennis families is they're 100% invested in their children. And it's what drew me to the environment. And I've been able to watch this young man grow up and be a competitor. I mean, he was a legend. Competitor in the 10s, a competitor in the 12s, a competitor in the 14s, every sectional, every national. How many times did he want to quit? 1,000. And he kept fighting. And even when he got an injury 2 years ago and his knees wouldn't work anymore, he kept trying to come back, and he kept trying to come back. And even this year when he can't play tennis at all, he probably volunteers 10 hours a day. Yesterday, like 15 hours. And he's reached what I hope every young person will reach, which is an awareness of how to be the best that they can be in every area of their life, not just in tennis, but as a son, as a brother, as a friend, as someone who appreciates their life and makes the most of it. So this year's RUDY Award winner, who went to bed at 5 a.m. last night, got up at 8:30 to go back to work, and has been working all day and just came here for this award. Ozzie Taveras.
Just looking back, it's been such a long journey. Like he said, I've been here since I was 5 years old, playing the Bally's Cup, and I've probably been to 10 of these award banquets at least. And it's been such a great experience, such a life-changing experience. Tennis isn't just a sport, like it's a lifestyle. It teaches you an attitude and a mindset that once long after you've walked off the tennis court, you can apply to every single area of your life. And for me, like he said, as I've had a roughly career-ending injury, I can't play 6 hours a day, 6 days a week like I used to. I just can't. I got 2 days in me max. So for me, this last 2 years has been really realizing that everything I've been through since I was 5 years old through the USTA and the foundation has really set the stage for the rest of my life. That the concepts of hard work and focus and determination and never quitting apply everywhere, not just on a tennis court. And going back to what he said about my mom is, and really have to agree with him is parents really do make it. And my mom, she would go to the end of the world for me in my tennis career. And even though I can't play anymore, she's still willing to go to the end of the world. So thanks, Mom. And thank you guys.